creatine does not cause hair loss. And even though I'm suffering from hair loss, that's not because of creatine. And in a second, I explain to you why that is. And if you stick to the end, I will tell you what I do to minimize and reduce my hair loss. But first, what causes hair loss in men? Well, there are several reasons why you may lose your hair, but most of the time it's because your body doesn't respond well to DHT. And DHT is a hormone that can shrink your hair follicles and shorten the life cycle of each individual hair, which causes your hair to grow out thinner and more brittle. And DHT can make the process of growing out hair take more time, while at the same time make it more easy for your hair to fall out. Okay, this is the effect of DHT on your hair. But what has this to do with creatine now? Well, the myth that creatine causes hair loss is based on a study from 2009 in which the DHT levels of test subjects increased after they took creatine. One may think now that creatine causes hair loss because it increased the DHT levels of the test subjects. But if you look closely, the DHT level increase was still in the healthy range. Also, DHT gets increased by a lot of things. For example, working out. It could also be that they increased their workload or trained more harder because of the creatine, and therefore their DHT increased. This means if you're scared of increased DHT levels, you're not allowed to train anymore, because this naturally increased your DHT level as well. And the study also only measured serum DHT, not local DHT. And only local DHT on your scalp is the one that's the reason for your hair loss. And because of these reasons, it's unlikely that creatine causes hair loss. And if you think about it, from over 67 studies about creatine, there wasn't a single one that could connect it to hair loss. There was only this one study from 2009 which showed an increase of serum DHT, which isn't even causing hair loss. Therefore, it's very unlikely that creatine causes hair loss. Otherwise, they would have found a connection by now. If you suffer from hair loss, that's because of your DNA. And there's a simple trick to see if you will suffer from hair loss or not. You just have to look at your grandpa from your mother's side. If he is bald, you will go bald as well. That's because how you react to DHT, and therefore if you go bald, is inherited by your mother. And if you see now that your grandpa is bald, there's little you can do, because you will go bald as well. You could either get your hair transplanted or use some kind of DHT blockers. But most of the time, DHT blockers have some side effects. What I do to reduce and slow down my hair loss is I use a beard roller. These work because you increase your blood flow in your scalp when using them. And with increased blood flow, there will be more nutrition for your hair. I do this 2 times a day, when I wake up and when I go to sleep. I combine this with Minoxidil. Minoxidil, I use it as well 2 times a day, when I wake up and when I go to sleep. This is just a spray you put on your scalp or the problems you want to grow more hair in, and it also just increases your blood flow in these areas. And I will put affiliate links to both products in the description, so if you want to buy them, go ahead and do it. I will get a little share of it and I would appreciate it. These both products are the best to slow down your hair loss, and they are also backed by science and by studies. But I use 2 more products that help to slow down your hair loss. First, I use Rosemary Oil. This also helps you to increase your blood flow on your scalp. And next, I use Biotin, just so my body has the right nutrition to grow healthy hair. I will also put affiliate links to these both products, but they're not as important as a beard roller and Minoxidil. But if you want to build more muscle and wonder which supplements help, I made a video in which I list my favorite supplements to do so. So go check it out, and that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.